Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday's Market Outlook here at TOPGUN Options. Matthew Buckley, call sign Wiz. Got a lot to cover. Unfortunately, not a lot of it too good. What is good is that Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to open up the doors to our Lifetime, our Max Afterburner group, and I'm going to give a pretty insane discount. Why? Because we have our first healing retreat in the United States of America at the end of this month in the great state of Colorado, and we're looking to push this over the edge so we can give every veteran, every first responder attending a healing grant so they don't have to come out of pocket. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/hunters to register for the free brief Wednesday, October 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to show you, before we talk about the bad right now, that And you know, I jokingly tell people in investing, I'm kind of bipolar. What do I mean by that? I'll tell you how I feel as Wiz. It's just horror at what's going on in the world. War in Europe, war in the Middle East. Just it's awful. Now that's Wiz talking. Now let me pretend I'm Gordon Gekko from the movie Wall Street. Good. Okay, folks, would you rather make money as the world goes to shit, or do you want to watch the world go to shit and lose money, right? Take a look at the past 2 months and a half. Look at this. The past month and a half, beginning in September, absolute shit show, folks. Take a look at my personal brokerage account, folks. This is brokerage account 8465, 70%. Year to date. Look at the other indices. The Dow is embarrassing. The S&P is a joke. The NASDAQ, okay, 28%, 70%. How would you be feeling right now if year to date your portfolio was up 70% as other people are panicking? That's the magic. That's the power of TOPGUN Options. Again, go.topgunoptions.com/hunters and you can check out what we're doing. I'm also going to debrief you on a potential $650,000 error. I'm going to share Wednesday at 1 p.m. that. Look at this. This morning, I had to wake up and buy 4,970 shares of Amazon back at $126. What dollar amount is that, Wiz? 49.70 times 128. $636,000, folks. I'm going to explain to you what happened on Friday and how I woke up this morning short nearly 5,000 shares of Amazon. However, God, thank God, takes care of fools, drunks, and sailors, so bases loaded for the Wiz fighter. I ended up turning a mistake into an $9,000 profit. Now, I'm not proud of that. I mean, I'll take the 8-9 grand, obviously, but I'm bringing this up, folks, because I give you my lessons learned. I show you my personal brokerage account. I give you my lessons learned. If I'm doing good, you know why. And if I potentially almost made a massive mistake, I'm going to show you so you don't do it. Okay. All right. There's just so much to cover with what's going on in the world. It's just, I don't even know where to start. Well, I do know where to start. Thankfully, in the United States of America, we have a Second Amendment. Seeing Hamas terrorists walk through Israeli neighborhoods shooting women and children, it's insane. So today, Israel's like, oh, yeah, we might loosen regulations on gun ownership. You think? You're surrounded by countries and people that want to kill you? And you guys, so thank God for shall not be infringed. Seems like our founding fathers were pretty damn smart. Like, yeah. And over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, as the Biden administration was negotiating to unfreeze $6 billion to give to Iran last month to get hostages back, $1 billion a pop, they were planning an attack on our biggest ally in the region. And as of me jumping on this brief, 9 Americans are dead in this war. And we don't even know how many are hostage being held by Hamas. At the same time, we're giving these guys billions and billions of dollars. And if you're an idiot, you're probably sitting there going, it was their money. We just unfroze it. Does that make any fucking sense to you? Are you insane? So the Wall Street Journal on it. Secretary of State Blinken over the weekend and all his other idiot lackeys from the administration. Well, we can't confirm that Iran. Are you people insane? Iran helped plot attack on Israel over several weeks. So they've done this for decades, but they didn't do it with the biggest attack in history. These people are not serious people. Guess what happened today? Well, yesterday, Joe Biden had a barbecue, and today they put a lid on everything. No Joe Biden, no president of the United States saying a word. We have a hostage crisis in a war. Put a lid on it, folks. We don't know what the hell we're doing because we've been giving Iran cash. One of the first things Joe Biden did in his presidency after he got inaugurated was free up $300 million to Hamas and the Palestinians. Trump had frozen that money because they were killing Israelis and conducting terrorist attacks. Biden, on day one, unfrozen. Folks, you can't make this up. Well, you can't make this up either. You ready? Look at this headline on Today. Biden considering huge $100 billion. That's not it. That's in addition to the current $100 billion we've given them. And I'm gonna you can send me some aluminum foil, folks. I'm going to tell you something that I heard from a little birdie this weekend that I trust with my life. Last week, out of the blue, after 3 years of open borders and 8 million foreigners invading this country, out of the blue last week, what did the Democrats do? We need a wall. I heard that our intel agencies knew this was coming, this invasion. And the optics of our borders being wide open and military-age fighting males streaming across ain't good optics. So last week, out of the blue, just before this attack, we're going to shut our borders down. Folks, we are in so much trouble. Inflation is raging. Interest rates are raging. There's war in Europe. There's war in the Middle East. Iran and Israel really get into it. You're looking at $150 barrel in oil. I guarantee you. How's that going to hit your bottom line? How's that going to hit stocks? How's that going to hit everything, folks? We are in for a really tough time. I nailed Joe Biden's sophomore year. Train wreck, shit show, bear market, recession. I nailed all of those things until they changed the definition of woman, transitory, and recession. No. It's not. That's not a recession. What do you mean? We've always called this data a recession. No. We changed the definition. These are not serious people, and they're destroying the world and the country. So a lot of bad, folks. And look at the market. Look at what happened on Friday. I'll debrief you what happened to me on Friday with this thing. Thankfully, made money on it. But, folks, this is insanity. A rage. Did you see the jobs number? It was a 6 sigma beat. 6 standard deviation. It was an insanely hot job number. U.S. job growth smashes expectations, raising prospects for what? Rate hikes. Folks, the Fed is not anywhere close to being done. Inflation is raging, and the jobs market, quote unquote, is strong. The reason the jobs market is strong, folks, is because people are working 9 jobs to pay for the inflation that they're undergoing. So, again, Bidenomics, nobody believes it except the people saying the word Bidenomics, because we live in the real world. Inflation is raging. It's sticky. And by the way, the Fed ain't done raising interest rates. So soft landing, We are crashing. We've already crashed, but we're going to crash even harder. Joe Biden's junior year is going to be everything I said about his sophomore year, but worse. It's going to be unbelievably awful. Are you ready? Are you ready to trade? Are you ready to potentially print money as others panic? I am. I don't love blood in the streets, folks, just for regular Americans. And I don't, right? But look at this. Markets take the escalator up and they take the elevator down. This multi-day short squeeze that's going on right now, look at this. We're having a rip-your-face-off rally today as Israel is getting ready to launch a ground war in Gaza. Okay, and the VIX, the volatility index, is like 18, 17. Again, trade the market you have, not the one you want, folks. But the market we have right now is a little nuts. I like nuts because nuts can mean profit. And, of course, the E-Trade platform sucks. A lot going on, though, folks. I have never in my life been more bearish. I've never seen, well, technically I have seen war in the Middle East, but this is like real war. In this article, an Israeli official is quoted as saying, if we find out that Iranian leadership was involved in this, we will target that leadership. That will be war. Syria will get involved. Lebanon. I don't even want to sit here and go through all the contingency planning of how bad this is going to be. But again, and I don't feel bad for saying this, I am going to profit off of it, period. Would you rather have your 401k become an 801k or a 101k? If you want 801k, head to go.topgunoptions.com/hunters, and I'll show you how. And as of today, well, after the market closes and my portfolio rebalances, I'm going to be up probably close to 75% year to date after that ridiculous Amazon trade. That was not, we'll debrief it. I don't want to lift my skirt too much. You got to come attend the brief to see what happened and how. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Okay. Go.topgunoptions.com/hunters. God bless the world, folks. God bless the dead on both sides. And let's stop. I can't, whether it's Ukraine, whether it's Israel, people who have zero respect for life, man. They're the first ones to call for death in combat. It's just horrible. Did you see the defense stocks today? Northrop Grumman, all these defense companies, ladies and gentlemen, they're printing money right now. Look at Northrop Grumman, 11% pop today. War is good for business, isn't it? And E-Trade charting sucks. One more time, go.topgunoptions.com/hunters. Have a great rest of your day. God bless you. God bless all of us, especially the folks that we've just lost in the past couple days. Fights on. Namaste and basi basi. Whiz out.